Guys, this is gonna be one of those videos, so if you're having a good day already, then please don't ruin it by watching this video. I'm just warning you, it's gonna be a bunch of doom and gloom here, because Papa Primacon is feeling the heavy weight and burden and effects of the shitty economy and the AI revolution. I wasn't gonna make this video. I was actually debating making this video for like the last week or 10 days, but then I just had to ruin my day and open Twitter. And I opened Twitter today and saw something horrid just broke the camel's back, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll make my video anyway. What I saw was YouTube announcing that it's introducing a new AI feature. Well, YouTube has been, first of all, going hog wild on introducing new AI features like every fucking month, but this new one takes the cake. Oh my god, this new one makes the previous AI predatory, disgusting features look like child's play. YouTube is now letting creators make YouTube shorts, already the most cancerous thing on this platform, in your likeness using AI. Basically, YouTube shorts slop of your own AI generated self. So now you have to put even less effort in pumping out those short garbages. You can pump out 50 of those bastards a day now if you want to. And like Jacksepticeye said, I'm tired, boss. I'm so tired. And it just brings me to like a more broader topic in general. I didn't want to just do this video to me ranting about AI, which will be pretty substantial part of this video, but what the fuck happened, man, to the world when it was my turn to be an adult? Holy shit. I live in the worst timeline. When I turned 20, I was entering my sweet 20s, the best time of your life. Seriously, the age 21 had been hyped up since I was a fucking kid. Like, all my older cousins, my uncles and everyone's like, yo, wait till you turn 21, buddy. That's like the best time of your life. You're in your youth, the world's your fucking playground. You can do whatever you want. I turned 20 and fucking COVID happened. Holy shit. And you know what? I think it wouldn't have been so bad, all things considered, if it was one or the other. But having COVID and then AI back to back seriously double-fisted every single young adult. What kind of fucking world did we inherit from our parents, man? I remember, man, I came to Canada in 2019, and I remember the prices of everything here pretty well because it was all new to me, like groceries, public transport, everything. And then COVID happened about 8 months after I was here. Prices went, sky high, jobs went sky low, and then when COVID was over, as everyone predicted, literally no one is surprised by this, none of the prices came down. The prices just stayed up because, well, it takes a fucking day for corporations, governments, and companies to raise prices to like an absurd amount, and then those prices just stay there for like years or even decades before they come down again. So, and sometimes they don't even do that. Obviously, the job market went to fucking shit. I have friends with master's degrees unemployed, and that's like unheard of. Like, my whole life, I come from a very education oriented South Asian culture. If you're my South Asian brothers or sisters out there, you know what I'm talking about. Parents there, your fucking neighbors, your aunts, your uncles, everyone there is all up in your business when it comes to your grades, and everyone is like super education focused because, well, that worked for them. My uncles, they did software engineering from a pretty prestige university in India. They're doing so well for themselves. Good for those bastards. But for me, I was always told to look up to them, and I was always told that if I worked hard and I got a degree, everything will be okay, everything will be hunky-dory. And well, masters was something that you just did if you just have a super knack for education. If your good life is not good enough and you just want that little extra push, that's for those people who did masters. And now it's crazy. The most common pattern, and I've observed this among a lot of my friends and almost myself too, but people get a bachelor's degree, they get into student debt that they'll never recover from. Like, never ever will they make enough money to pay off those student loans. But whatever, that's a topic for another day. They get into that debt, they get that degree, and then they realize they're entering a job market where they're severely unemployed. Now, they don't want to feel useless. They don't want to feel like they just wasted 4 years and so much money of their life. They want to feel accomplished. So the only logical next step is to just go a little bit further. Okay, maybe they're not hiring me with a bachelor's degree, they'll definitely hire me with a master's degree. So most people I know, they just jumped on the train to get a master's and in whatever program they were enrolled in. Like my best friend, he did bachelor's in architecture, now he did master's in architecture, and when lo and behold, you're still where you were back before you did even high school. Like nothing has changed. You're still working at fucking McDonald's or Burger King, or Uber Eats is the new one, the fucking gig economy. Oh my god, the gig economy. That's where everyone is working these days. You know, your Uber Eats, your Ubers, DoorDash, just like these little gig economies that companies just abuse the fuck out of their workers because they know they can, because they know people don't have another choice. You know, people are working 2 and 3, sometimes even 4 jobs just to make basic ends meet. Like that's dystopian. If you told me that when I was like 12, 13 years old, that would be the reality for people, educated people with degrees, in like first world countries like US, America, you know, Canada, European countries, Australia, like I would never believe you. I'd be like, what the fuck kind of crack did you smoke? And like I said, after COVID, it was bad enough as it is, because a lot of companies, they overhired, especially in video game industries. People overhired and then they laid those people off like crazy after COVID was over. But even back then, at least there were human people reviewing your application. But now with the AI slop revolution, people just have clankers working for them 24/7. Not only are clankers replacing human jobs, which was inevitable, that was just meant to happen, now they are putting clankers to reject your application for your job even before it reaches the eyes of a goddamn human, you know? Like, okay, how I got into college is a pretty interesting story. I technically didn't meet the minimum grade requirement, but that was because my chemistry was very, very weak in high school. I was not a good chemistry student, but the program I wanted to do had nothing to do with chemistry. In fact, the first year courses for my program, industrial design, included math and physics, and my math and physics grades were really good. Physics is my favorite subject of all time. So I emailed the college and I like talked to them about it, explained my situation. They offered me an interview and I give that interview, and they're like, you know what, fuck it, you're passionate about this thing, your grades in other subjects are pretty good, yeah, you don't meet our minimum requirement, but we'll make an exception, here's your college acceptance letter. Very cool, very nice. My younger brother, he's 15 right now, he's entering that age where he gotta start thinking about college. If that happened today, that would never happen, because your college application would automatically get rejected by a fucking clanker, because they just put clankers there to have like these insane minimum requirements, like fucking 10 years of work experience for your first job or whatever. I'm exaggerating, but you know what I mean. And if you don't meet that, then your application just gets auto rejected. And that's not even beginning to tap into the fact that 90% of these stupid job listings out there are completely fake. It's just completely fake. It's for companies to steal your data most of the time, because you will apply to them, and by applying you'll submit your resume, but it will have a lot of your data. It's basically data harvesting farms. That's all it is. And it's just so fucking sad, man. I mean, I became an adult. I wanted to build a gaming PC. I wanted to build a gaming PC since I was like 13 years old. I grew up in a pretty poor family and never had the money, but I was like, you know what? When I am old and I made some money, I'm gonna build like an actual PC. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm very grateful for the gaming laptop I have. Fucking God bless. But I always wanted an actual PC. And just as I was about to think about like start saving for it, the RAM price has skyrocketed because of fucking AI. Because everything that's wrong in your life right now, AI is the culprit, pretty much. All roads lead back to AI. And it's bad enough as it is, but it's worse when you open platforms like Twitter, where the platform actively supports you to rage bait people, because if you get engagement on your tweets, Twitter will pay you like 2 fucking cents or something, and these people are really desperate, which, I mean, like I said, trying times, I get that. But even in the post I showed at the start of the video as an example, there's AI apologists everywhere in the comment section of that post, like people saying, oh, it's the AI revolution, use it or get left behind. You know, like, I don't know, brother, do you like consuming slop? Like I said, man, the economy got fucked enough as it is when COVID happened, and it allowed the world governments to take full advantage of their citizens. But it's just that being kicked while you were down by the AI revolution that pretty much started in 2022 to 23, right when COVID was dying down, that just fucking sealed the deal for people like me. Holy shit, man. I remember the threat of automation was always so real. I mean, I'm no stranger to automation. We grew up watching everything being automated in our country, you know? Jobs that would require actual handcraft work would get replaced by machines. And I always thought, you know what? I want to go in a creative field, because if I work a creative job, that'll never get taken away from me, you know? Like, it's not like a factory job. It's not like something else, like corporate. If it's creative, you cannot take my creativity away. And lo and behold, that's what we did with AI. AI could have been the coolest fucking thing imaginable. When I was 10 years old and you asked me what I think the future of AI would be, my honest to God answer would be Jarvis from Iron Man. I would, like, like when Apple introduced Siri back before the days of AI, Siri was like revolutionary. It was the coolest fucking thing ever. I know me and my cousin would mess around on his old iPhone 5, like just digging around with Siri. It was so much fun, and we would think and theorize like, man, Siri is just like the first step to getting like an Iron Man kind of AI assistant, and the future is gonna be so fucking cool. We're gonna have like AI assistants doing all the fucking mundane, boring jobs, and then we as a species would get to just focus all our endeavors on creativity. And guess what happens? We did the fucking opposite, where AI is just the most common use for AI. I'm willing to bet, among the common fucking public, the most common use of AI is generative images. That's pretty much it. Be it porn, which is probably like a pretty big metric right there. Be it fucking art pieces. Be it scamming people. I'm sure AI is being used to scam so much, especially the elderly, people who just don't know any better. Why did we have to implement the next big stage in human species in the worst fucking way possible, man? Like, yeah, splitting the atom gave us the fucking atom bomb, but it also gave us nuclear power plants, There's like a win, like a plus or a minus in every fucking technological innovation human race has gone through. But with this, oh my god, yeah, I'm sure there's some pros out there, but Jesus, man, they get overshadowed by cons. I mean, I was yapping about university. Let me go back to that a little bit, because holy fuck, university, professors are literally using AI to teach now. It's all a scam. And honestly, the whole going to college thing is about to be over. That era is just gone. It's just gone. Not only was it already gone because of the insane amount of price and unemployment after being given a degree, but now even the college experience is fucking fucked, because students are using AI to do their homeworks and professors are using AI to grade those homeworks. No one's fucking learning jack shit over here. It's all garbage. People have stopped thinking for themselves. I remember when you used to Google search something and you would have to go down a few like top links and figure it out for yourself, because a bunch of it would just be stupid Reddit threads where people didn't know what they were talking about, and you would have to basically use your head to, look at a source and decide for yourself if you want to believe in it, if it's legit or not. Now, if you Google search something, 99% people, they just read the fucking top AI overview and move on with their day. And so often that AI overview is horribly wrong, because it's just pulling from the top links, and they could be fucking anything. They could be someone yapping in a fucking Twitter thread. You know how Twitter's like, and AI is just gonna give you that as a fact. Yeah, it says in tiny type below, like at the very bottom, in the tiniest of type, it says, AI could be wrong. No one fucking reads that. And what happens with that? Misinformation is on such a fucking rise. Yeah, internet was already causing misinformation among a lot of people, especially older people, but now it's even our generation. They are so fucking misinformed, so uneducated about a lot of things in the world. And obviously all of this is by design. You keep your public stupid, you keep your public divided, you keep your people at each other's throat all the time. That's how you win control. The British Empire has been doing it for fucking centuries. Divide and rule, baby. That's the old motto. Like I said, I hope you're not watching this video when you were having a good day, because holy fuck, I'm struggling to end this video on a positive high note, man. I don't want to jinx it, but, maybe trade school is the safest bet for people right now. Learn carpentry or something, or plumbing or electrician work, maybe that's not gonna get replaced by AI anytime soon. But then again, maybe it will. Maybe it will next year. Who knows? Anyway, I'm gonna go play some Detroit Become Human, because that's very topical right now. Take care of yourselves out there. Primacon signing out.